everybody. My name is Simei Gonzalez, and today I'll be discussing self-driving cars and basically the broader societal and ethical implications of autonomous vehicle technology. Also, talking a little bit more on my project as I started researching and as I finished researching, as artificial intelligence becomes more integrated into daily life. Transportation is one of the most impactful areas where AI is basically beginning to replace human decision making. Because driving involves safety risk and human life, this technology raises important questions that go beyond engineering and into ethics and social responsibility. So, for self-driving cars, we must ask ourselves, what are self-driving cars? And to give a little bit on that question, self-driving cars, also known as autonomous vehicles, are vehicles that operate using artificial intelligence rather than, basically direct human control. So basically, they rely on complex systems including sensors, cameras, radars, GPS mapping, and machine learning algorithms. These systems continually basically collect data from the vehicle's environment, then interpret that data in real time, and then make driving decisions such as steering, braking, and accelerating. So ultimately, the goal of this technology is to reduce accidents, basically caused by human error, and to make transportation more efficient. However, um, once we remove human drivers, we are effectively transferring decision making power to algorithms. Uh, that shift introduces new technological and social concerns. Why this topic matters? This topic is especially important because traffic safety remains is a serious issue. In the United States alone, over 40,000 people die each year in accidents. Studies show that approximately 94% of crashes are linked to human error, such as distraction, speeding, or impaired driving. So now, because of this, autonomous vehicles are often promoted as a solution to reduce fatalities and improve road safety. However, while human error may decrease, AI systems now become basically responsible for making split second safety decisions. These systems may eventually face situations where harm is unavoidable. When that happens, basically, the way the AI is programmed or the way it can be determined is basically who is protected and who is not. That is why this issue affects everyone: drivers, pedestrians, companies, and policymakers. Now, the societal issues. There are several major societal issues connected to self-driving vehicles. Basically, one of the biggest concerns is legal liability. If an autonomous vehicle causes an accident, determining responsibility becomes complex. Is the company liable? There's another question of the programmer. What did they do, or is it the passenger? Current legal systems are still adapting to this technology. Another issue is also public trust. Many people are hesitant to fully trust AI systems with their safety. Public confidence will strongly influence basically the adoption rates. There are also economic concerns as well. Millions of people work in driving related industries such as trucking, ride sharing, and delivery services like Uber, DoorDash. Large scale adoptions of autonomous vehicles could actually significantly disrupt these jobs. Data privacy is also another concern. These vehicles continuously collect and store large amounts of location and behavioral data. Finally, the government regulation is, still evolving, and infrastructure may need to be redesigned to actually accommodate widespread autonomous vehicle use. There are clear advantages to this technology. First, autonomous vehicles may have the potential to significantly reduce traffic fatalities by basically minimizing human error. Another pro, basically, they increase accessibility and mobility for elderly individuals and people with disabilities who may not be able to drive themselves. Third, AI systems can optimize traffic patterns, potentially reducing congestion and improving fuel efficiency. Um, Additionally, uh, optimized driving behaviors may reduce emissions and contribute to environmental sustainability. Basically, overall, the intended goal is safer and more efficient transportation. Despite these benefits, there are also significant drawbacks. Developing and implementing autonomous vehicle technology requires substantial financial investment and basically complex infrastructure upgrades. There are also cybersecurity risks as well. If a vehicle system were hacked, the consequences could be extremely dangerous. Software malfunctions and system errors could also result in unintended harm. Perhaps most importantly, there are ethical programming challenges. Engineers must anticipate scenarios where harm cannot be completely avoided and determine how the AI should basically respond. These decisions are not just technical, they involve moral judgments. Now, the attendant consequences of autonomous vehicles are pretty positive. The primary objective is to improve road safety and reduce fatalities. Another goal is to lower accident related healthcare and insurance costs. Another one could be autonomous systems also aim to improve overall transportation efficiency and reliability. Ideally, this technology will create a safer and basically a more efficient transportation system for society as a whole. Now, however, unintended consequences are equally important to consider as well. One major concern is that AI systems may be forced to make moral trade offs in unavoidable crash situations. There may also be legal uncertainty when accidents occur, particularly when determining liability. Public backlash could also arise after high-profile fatal incidents involving, autonomous vehicles. There's also the risk of overdependence on automation, where individuals may lose situational awareness. And finally, access to this technology may increase inequality if only certain socioeconomic groups can actually afford it. Applying this to the assigned scenario, the CEO of Yugo Automobiles must decide how to program the AI in its self-driving vehicles. The proposal suggests that prioritizing the protection of occupants, basically those who are the company's customers, over pedestrians, other drivers, or property. From a business perspective, prioritizing customers may seem logical because they are paying for the product. However, this program choice could increase risk to pedestrians and other outside the vehicle. Basically, this creates a clear ethical dilemma. Is it ethical for the CEO to authorize programming the AI to prioritize protecting the occupants over others? In other words, should the AI value the lives of paying customers more than the lives of pedestrians or other drivers? And last but not least, here's my works cited page.